No. That would be a bad idea. Let me say, that would be a bad idea. Holla ballers! What's going on? It's Preacher! And oh, we're putting some sizzle on it. We're putting some sizzle on this steak because we're doing the Resto Shaman in Black Hand. And we're being brave. This is like on a Tuesday. So, yeah. Hopefully. I don't recommend it. But we're doing it. We're doing it, so it should be a little bit of extra fun. We're playing the Resto Shaman. We're going to be rocking this spec, which has got all the usual stuff. This is generally what people play with at the moment. You can mix and match. As I said in the basic guide, which I hope you guys have seen, as I'll be referring to lots of things in that, is that this is like the go-to spec, but there are many variations of this that produce kind of similar results, so you can mess around with it. You can play around and maybe say, well, you know, that's not for me. Maybe I don't like high tides. Maybe I want some storm elemental. Maybe I like echo the elements, blah, 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 and all that good stuff. So you can do that, which is very, very cool. Now, a few things I want you to take part in my UI, which is why I'm showing you this absolutely awful, awful boss, is firstly the red indicator that I have on my grid, which shows me who's tanking, yeah? I need to know who's tanking because we're going to be swapping Earth Shield, and it's LFR. It's actually good training. In a raid, you'll find out who's doing what pretty goddamn quickly. And, yeah, you see in LFR, I had to change Earth Shield 4 times. 4 times! Yeah, already. And that's something you'll need to be very, very aware of. So now our group has moved into this area, so I'm going to just position myself nicely over here. Also, paying attention to the fact that we have Elemental Blast, so we'll be doing some odd DPS, where you might be tempted to, like, go, oh, I could throw out this heal, all that kind of stuff. You've got to be aware that, you know, how your spec is designed. It's designed around having Elemental Blast to gain that spirit to regen nicely. I'll also be trying in some ways to avoid not Elemental Blast, my Healing Wave. Now, I'm not trying to avoid it. There's nothing wrong with Healing Wave. It's not a bad spell. It's not like the worst spell in the universe. But you have to, like, pick the right tool for the right job. That is how WoD healing works. Like, you have to do that. That is, like, a scary place to go and hide, dude. Like, you can't do damage if you go in position. What are you hiding from? There's no fire around here. I'm going to stay here. Other things I'll be doing. Monitoring my Riptide. In a sense, what I'm doing is I'm kind of putting my Riptide either on the tanks or on somebody who might need it kind of more immediately. And the idea behind that is that because I take high tides, yeah, that my Riptides are already designated to hit and a couple of extra targets. So it's something I'll just be monitoring and playing with this talent. It's just kind of like looking at my Riptide. Not so much for tidal waves. Okay, not so much for tidal waves because we don't do that many healing waves or healing surges unless it actually demands it of us. But it's more a case to make sure high tide's getting its maximum possible value. So usually that will be on the tanks, which are our 2 DKs. I'll be doing that, but not always. Not always. That's the important thing. Sometimes I will throw it around if someone needs a little bit of a heal. But Riptide's heal itself is pretty shitty. It's just a little 10k instant cast there. But it's so fucking cheap. It's 2,000 mana. You can get over it, right? You can look after it. We'll be monitoring our healing stream totem. And obviously looking after our other cooldowns. Now this is LFR. It's LFR Blackhand, which means craziness, psychotic behavior is imminent, yeah? We're going to be detonating some fucking bombs in this bitch. That's going to go down big time, which is not stuff that happens in a raid. Now, that's okay as a healer, because Blackhand does have some healing to be done. Not as much as in a raid, but it's more unpredictable. Whoa! That pull timer is legit. 1 second pull timer, that's all I need. Give me 1 second. Lust at pull, please. No. That would be a bad idea. Let me say, that would be a bad idea. Let's tell that guy now that you don't do that. You don't do that. And other than that, yeah, we're going to be looking after ourselves. So as it is LFR, we're going to be doing a couple of things. One is predicting for me. No. Rather have it in phase 3 for everyone. Oh, with 2 second pull timer. Get on point. These 2 second pull timers just are too much. I don't like it. I assume you're going to pull. So Earth Shield on. Yeah, taking a position. And now here we go. So get a Riptide going on. We're going to drop a healing stream. It's not going to do too much. Get our Elemental Blast on the way. Not much healing going on now, so we're going to fill in with some lightning bolts. Nice and easy. So we're going to get... oh, shit. Please tell me our other tank isn't locked out. I must investigate. I must investigate, because... Uh-oh. 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 Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Anyway, here comes the Cataclysm. So, gonna use my Ascendance here. Okay, Ascendance and a Spirit Link. Just because I don't know if any of the other healers are going to do anything at all. So, we'll do that there. And 8 people are locked out. This is why it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, baby. It's Tuesday at Blackhand, so at least we're definitely probably going to get another go at this. So as I don't know what the other healers are going to be doing, we're certainly going to be making predictions that we're the only one using cooldowns when cooldowns are probably appropriate. And that means my next demolition will probably be a healing tide on top of that. That also means that I'm using these cooldowns nice and early in order to ensure that we're definitely going to have them later on, okay? So here comes the next demolition. That man's dead. That's cool. And here comes the next one. So healing tide now. Elemental blast on the go. Yeah, get some chain heals going. Chain heals is obviously, with the kind of looking after I'm doing with Riptide, like, hey, chain heal is my kind of go-to spell, as it is for pretty much everyone in a raid environment. There's no doubt about that. So that's okay. At least we're going to be one tanking, which is just fine and dandy with me. I like it. It's a good strategy, especially in here. Oh, another man down. I assume as soon as... sometimes it's funny, and sometimes it's not. Do we... What's going on? I could have swore that that position on my grid was the other tank, but maybe we do have 2 tanks, which is fine. So one then must ask the question, why is that a thing? You can see on my grid I'm tracking my Riptides. Try not to overwrite them too much. On occasion I will just refresh it on the tank. But I'm generally just trying to pay attention to... Whoa! Get out of the way. I'm trying to just pay attention to who has aggro and when, and throw an Earth Shield on them, and generally just keep my Riptides going, and chain healing in the middle. Now, the next question you're probably going to be asking yourself is why you're not using Healing Rain. There's a couple of reasons for that, and it's not something I recommend you do as a strategy, and that is basically because this is LFR. In LFR, certainly on Blackhand, I've done this fight as a healer a couple of times now to film some stuff for you guys. It either ended up really boring, nothing crazy happened like 1-second pull timers, or... it simply was just a wipe fest, and no amount of healing cooldowns that I could put out could save the group. In that situation, healing tide. If I drop a healing rain now, we put it down there, either the tank just pulls it straight out, and therefore it doesn't really do anything, or it tends to just be ineffective really, really quickly. But as we seem to be playing the game of bombs, it seems to be going okay. Now, considering we've got 8 people here, this is again why LFR can be quite interesting as a healer, more so than it probably should be. Things are always different here. So we're basically 15 man in this. Bomb, bomb, bomb. Don't bomb me. Oh, crapola. That came out of nowhere. Should have seen that coming. Way, let's get out of here. Let's move over here. As things can get really random really quickly, I'm now thinking more longevity. Let's give an instant cast heal to you. Mark on me. Where's the thing? Go, 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 go. Didn't make it. Didn't make it. Unfortunate. I'm thinking more longevity. And that is in terms of just desperately, desperately trying not to be because I don't know how of those 8 right now exactly who was a healer or whatever. So it's kind of important that I think about that as a thing. Come on, baby. We got 2 tanks up. This is awesome. This is just the best. This is the best. I couldn't have asked for a better situation here. Trying to spread myself out a little bit. Air shield on the tank. Go, go. He's out of range. Oh, they're running around. Where are you, tank? Oh, he's up on thingy, isn't he? And still has aggro somehow, according to my sensors. My sensors! My sensors tell me. Let's have a little heal there. Healing rain down. I'm trying not to blow any major cooldowns here. Now, you might be saying, yeah, it's the right time. This is kind of how WoD healing works. If I start blowing major cooldowns now, the situation we'll run into is that later on I just won't have them available when I definitely need them for everybody. So, a little bit of a heal on there. I'll pop an astral shift because I'm getting bombarded pretty heavily. That's okay, though. Boom, 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 boom. The damage coming in. Healing stream. I'm going to shift that over to there. You see that totemic projection? Just going to send that over there. Mark on me. Let's see if I can position this nicely. This looks alright to me. Got it, I think. Hopefully, unless someone took it, which is fine. It happens. It's LFR. No big deal at all. Going to use my Unleash Life to kind of speed myself over here a little bit. Get over there. Refresh the Earth Shield on our tank. Yeah, we're not doing too badly here. I mean, I'm getting hit pretty hard, but it's okay. As you can see here, this is where Healing Rain just becomes completely pointless for me in terms of its mana cost and the results I'll get out of it. Hopefully people aren't going to stand next to me too long. Get out of the way. I might have to Healing Tide here. There's just... it's getting heavy. Or to throw out some Healing Surges. I would really, really like to have it in Phase 3, but that's unlikely to happen. Earth Shield on the new tank. What are we at here? 37%. We've still got 4% to go. I'm going to fuck it. Healing Tide. I'm going to drop that Healing Tide with a totemic projection right in the middle. Hopefully that's going to see them nicely. Obviously holding off on the Bloodlust. Don't want to draw the Bloodlust. I'm going to drop my Healing Rain there. See if we can get a little bit of love. I'm still aiming for longevity. This is the cool thing about the Shaman. Right tool for the right job, guys. Okay? This is how you have to play this. You have to think, what is the right tool for what I'm doing right now? And a bit of this is chain heal. A bit of this is mix and matching. Earth shield on our tank. And go over there. A little. Keeping on that. Mark on me. Go, 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 go. See if we can help out a little bit with these engines as much as possible. Instant cast heal on our mage there, if I can find him. Okay, so now we're going to phase 3, which is absolutely surprising. I cannot believe we made it this far. I'm holding Bloodlust just for 1 second while people get settled. Now we're going to Bloodlust. There we go. Trying to just give them the best opportunity we can. Now we can use a bit of Healing Rain here, which is nice. And something I was actually hoping to do. Let me get a nice position here. Hopefully I won't hit anybody. I'm hoping so. People can see that arrow. There we go. Cool. No problems there at all. A little bit of Spirit Walker's Grace here as I just reposition back in. Get that down. Refresh the Earth Shield. Any opportunity to do a bit of extra healing? Now, you see, I don't have fucking... I have Spirit Link. I have Ascendance, but I don't have a Healing Rain, a Healing Tide, which kind of sucks. Now, as soon as this tank picks a new position, I'll refresh the Healing Rain. Bit of chain heal going on. There we go. Yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. We're not doing too bad here. In fact, the people who seem to be in has actually worked out really well. So another mark on me, so I'll stand next to this guy. So we can both get knocked, so we look bro-ish. There we go. Nice. Healing Stream down. Gonna drop my Healing Stream over there just to try and get as many people as possible. Obviously, the raid is hugely spread out here. So something to bear in mind, especially when you're in large rooms, is just trying to make sure that your totems, especially, are actually doing work. So I think we'll drop Spirit Link now, because we're nice and safe. I'm going to follow that up with an Ascendance to try and help people out a little bit. A lot of people moving out of my range, which is always a bummerino. Not much you can do about that. I'm going to delay the Elemental Blast while I am under the effects of my Ascendance there. Healing Stream down. Mark on me. This looks pretty safe over here. Always thinking about safety. See if I can get off this Elemental Blast. Nope, not quite. Yeah, well, let's drop the Fire Ellie and get that in there. So Flame Shock on, send that guy in. Really nice. You can see how it's right tool for the right job, even in this situation. Not really running out of mana. Instant cast Healing Surge on the tank there. Just make sure he's safe. Refresh his Earth Shield while we're at it, while we're targeting him. And try and get some chain heals out just to save these guys who are obviously in a lot of bother. Get a Healing Rain going over there just to kind of take the edge off that a little bit. Healing Stream down. Going to drop it there. I'm more concerned that it makes sure it hits that moving melee all the time. Not too bothered about my Elemental Blast right now. There's Healing Tide right at the last second, which is not ideal, but still. Now, this is going everywhere, so I'll try and take it here. It should knock me out of there. Cool. No problems with that at all. And down it went! Surprising as hell! Keeping calm, that was the thing. We had a huge situation there with people locked out, all kinds of craziness going on. Don't know healers locked out or anything like that. And just trying to make sure, really, that you've got a plan ahead. This is going to be a longer fight than what I'm used to. I can't be as spammy. I have to hold back on a few spells. But that's what you have to do. You have to plan it like that as a healer. You can't just be like, I'm Johnny Save the Day, and start spamming and spamming and spamming and spamming and spamming and hoping for the best. Because your mana just doesn't come back like that until you way overgear content. And if you do that, you're just going to end up in a big old fucking mess, honestly. The great thing about the Resto Shaman is that you have lots of tools for the job. But you have to think, how often will I get them back? Right? Healing Tide came back way too late. Luckily, we were okay. We're alright. We managed to have decent players, more than anything. And obviously, with WoD's healing model, if your DPSs or whatever take way less damage, you tend to have a better time with it. I hope you enjoyed that, guys! Thank you very much for watching. I hope that helps you out in the future with keeping calm and planning ahead and thinking about the future. Alright guys, thank you so much. I'll see you again. Bye-bye.